we need to translate this word problem into math and then solve it. All right, it says of the 400 people who were surveyed, only 20% said the governor should not sign the bill against lobbying. How many of those surveyed thought the governor should not sign the bill against lobbying? Okay, here we're just trying to figure out what 20% of 400 is. And to do that, we need to change this percent into a decimal and then multiply that decimal by 400. Now, the easiest way to change the percent into a decimal is to realize that there's actually a decimal point after the 20 in 20%. And so let's change 20% to 20.0%. And from here, we can just get rid of the percent symbol and move the decimal point 2 places to the left. And now that the percent has been changed to a decimal, we can multiply. But before we get started multiplying, I'm going to eliminate the 0 here in front of the decimal point and this 0 that follows the 2, because neither of these zeros is adding any value to the number, so there's no reason to include them in the multiplication. Next, remember that when we're multiplying with decimals, we ignore the decimal points at first. So at first, we just need to pretend like we're multiplying 400 by 2, and remember that the quick way to do that is to just multiply the non-zero digits, the 2 and the 4, to get 8, and then tack 2 zeros onto the 8 to get 800. Okay, next we need to figure out where to put the decimal point in the answer. And to do that, we just have to count the number of digits to the right of the decimal point in the bottom number. And notice there's only 1. So that means that we only need to go 1 space over to the left and put a decimal point between these 2 zeros. Now, obviously, 80.0 is the same as 80, so the answer is 80 people.